Hello, my name is Dr. Ridwan Fontaine. I teach Islamic management at IIUM, and we are continuing our discussion about entering paradise. So before this, I asked whether we should be optimistic, pessimistic, or delusional about entering paradise. And just to remind you, why are we doing this? Because how we understand this question will really determine the way we think about the Quran and the Sunnah, right? So being optimistic means you are going to do the work, but you assume because you have done the work, inshallah, you'll be able to enter paradise. Being pessimistic is you do the work, but even though you have done the work, you feel that it's not good enough and you will not enter paradise. Being delusional is, of course, you feel that you enter paradise without doing any work, which is, of course, doesn't make any sense. So we already looked at a few things. We've looked at the fact that Allah upgrades our best deeds. We looked at Tawbah, the idea of repentance. We've looked at the idea that we have to keep our promises. But really the key to entering paradise, I believe, based on what I understand from the Quran and the Sunnah, is this idea that we have to help people. So there are many hadith on this topic. One of the hadith basically says that if you have rahmah on the people, Allah will have rahmah on you. If you have not thanked the people, you haven't thanked Allah. If you're generous to the people, Allah will be generous to you. So you can see that there's a pattern where the way you deal with people will determine the way Allah deals with you. For me, the most explicit proof that you can find is in hadith number 36 of Imam Nawawi's hadith. It's quite a long hadith. The first part of the hadith talks about how you should be helping people and what are the rewards for helping people. And the second part of the hadith basically talks about circles of knowledge and the blessings of circles of knowledge. Even though there's a very long hadith, there's one part of the hadith which I believe summarizes everything. Okay, so I will only take that part of the hadith. The Prophet ﷺ said, Allah is helping the servant as long as the servant is helping his brother. It's very clear. Now, I've actually looked at the explanation of one of the scholars called Navaid Aziz, who explained this hadith, and he explained the relationship between the two. You will only help people if you really understand Islam. If you don't really understand Islam, it's just like normal relationships. You know, if you see a benefit, you will help people. If you don't see a benefit, you will not help people. But if you understand Islam, you will help people even if there's no benefit to you. You help people because you are looking for the reward from Allah. And that's one of the most beautiful deeds in the sight of Allah. So helping people might be helping them financially, giving them knowledge, helping them physically, so carry their bags or whatever. It's also about protecting their reputation. So when they're not here, you protect people's reputation. It could be also helping people by forgiving them. And whatever you do, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala will treat you in the same way on Yawm al-Qiyamah. Okay? Now, the next 3 episodes, we are going to look at why is it difficult to enter paradise. Okay? I'll see you there. Thank you very much. Assalamu alaikum wa barakatuh.